Hello, Master Monster here. Here with Minecraft Dungeons. I wanted to give a quick review. Let me shut up myself on stream. So I've put some time into this game, obviously quite a bit, honestly. And I am just gonna show you what I've done. I haven't played this game in like a few weeks, so I wanted to get rid of it, but I wanted to get my thoughts out there. Apparently you cannot access the Adventure Hub and offline. That's kind of... Never mind. My internet has been really wonky, ever since, my roommate changed my router, so I don't know what's up with that. So Minecraft... This is obviously a offshoot Minecraft game. So you start off the game, and one of your main goals is like rescuing villagers that sell you stuff. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna put it in. And they'll sell you new things. They'll sell you the luxury guy gives you new stuff. This guy gives you mystery boxes, and you can like level them up. There's a lot of good progression in this game. All these things just give you stuff and you just get more options. I know there's been a few updates. The blacksmith is another very important one. And so you just get all these little merchants in your village. You'll find different, as you get through the difficulty levels, you'll get more things. This is the extent of, well, not what I wanted. Over you'll be able to explore without the DLC, with the exception of this one island and this one. These are like, I guess these are like non-story based battle gauntlets that are just free. And then I don't know what this DLC, 3 new missions, battle new mobs, new boss battle, new gear. So essentially this DLC just gives you some more missions, a few new missions in these areas. There's quite a bit, and then you have your other DLC, and there's a lot of DLC. I don't know how expensive they are. Actually. Okay, they're recently priced at like $6, like 5 something, 5.35 or something like that. And then you got the Agent Hunts, which are I guess you invest. This is something you can do with your spare gear and put it in here, and you can do like a special hard challenge. There's lots of content here. It's just whether or not you enjoy this type of content or not. How do I attack again? Oh yeah. They even have a tower, which is like the that resets every week with unique rewards that will actually carry you through the game if you do it throughout your playthrough, because you beat the tower, because it even starts. You beat the tower and you get a weapon based on the difficulty you're currently on. And let me go back. Not there. And when it comes to difficulty, I think they kind of overdid it. So you're gonna start off. Hold up, look at the bar. Oh, I can't even go down any further. You'll start off at like normal. And then go to like hard, and then hardcore, and then when you hit the power level like 70 something, you'll hit apocalypse. And then I'm at 155. Now I did not grind my way to this. I had someone give me OP weapons. We did the tower. I got OP weapons from that even before I hit this. So doing the tower is actually going to help you progress pretty far. And there's even armors and weapons I haven't picked up yet. As you can see from the missions down there will tell you gear drops in there. And some of these you'll have to play the harder difficulties to find the better gear, I think. That's what I've noticed going through the game. But as you can see, the gear level goes up to 247. I'm only 100 away there. And I kind of don't like that there's so much gear levels. You think after a while that just like, if you find a gear piece you like, you have to come in here and spend emeralds to rank it up to where you're at, and you'll have to do that for every gear piece. And it gets it gets really, really ridiculous. Do I have it in my inventory? Actually not. In my storage chest? Oh yeah, this jailer scythe. This jailer scythe is actually just so good, but it's a weak power level. So everything I'm getting is like 100 something. This is at 87. Yeah, I want this to be special. Let's try to upgrade that. 7,000. 7,000. You only get a couple. You maybe get a few hundred from doing a mission, depending on how much time you're spending on a mission. This is ridiculous. Now, thankfully, the enchantment levels you get from leveling up, they'll get refunded to you. They'll get refunded to you all the time. I've yet to find another wither armor, which is why I have the wither armor here. It's kind of to remind me that, hey, I want to keep the wither armor on me. I'd prefer to keep this wither armor on me, but I do kind of want a better wither armor. Just because the lifesteal on this is actually OP. When you're dealing thousands of damage with crits with this. I went with this and this through the lower 100s. Like 120, I was still using the wither armor. It's only until things started really melting me where I was just like, I can't have, you know, only 2016 health. So that's the only reason why I stopped using it. Before I got this OP weapon from the tower, from doing it with some guy on Extreme, I had this broom, which carried me, also through other parts. See, these are both. Well, actually, this one doesn't say special event item, but this one is a special event item, which means it's unique to the tower. Also, Black Wolf armor, which I literally just solely kept because it's cool armor. I got other special event things, you know, that kind of stuff. So I think that'd be my one criticism. It's like, it feels too grindy. It feels like it's, obviously, you know, anyone can play this game, but it feels a little too, geared for people wanting to put their time into it. I didn't really talk about it, just kind of showed it up. The battle passes are all, you know, you can switch between either one, but just going in the menu and swapping if you want to get the emeralds, which they only give you them in stacks of 500 early on. But these are all purchasable, so you can complete all these battle passes, and then if you decide you want it, you can purchase it later. They don't allow you to equip multiple emotes, and they don't allow you to equip multiple level up things, which you'll be constantly leveling up. I don't think there's any max level, just because you always need enchantment levels for different gear. If you have different gear sets that you want to use, you could end up needing like 27 enchantment levels for one gear. As you can see, they just have like level up things, and I don't know, the cosmetics, I guess they're alright. I'm just not a fan of, I know I wasn't going to be playing this game too much, so I just kind of moved around the free pass. I wanted the simple clap because I thought it was just very respectful. And I just kind of swapped around on them to get some various things. Yeah. Also gold is, I don't know how you get gold outside of the battle passes, because, and I'll tell you he's changed it, because the enchanter down here is the only thing that uses gold, and you can modify enchantments. I'm not sure, but as you can see, it takes, you know, quite a bit of gold to modify these enchantments, and I'm not really. But you can't add enchantments. You can't add, like, if you had two good rolls on a gear, you couldn't like add a third enchantment to it. I think that's kind of limiting as well, having like near perfect armor, but it just didn't come with a third enchantment on it for whatever reason. The gameplay is pretty basic too. The rolling doesn't have any iframes on it, I don't think. I've tried and it just doesn't seem to do anything. So it is unfortunate. Let me find a really quick, easy mission to run through. I'll go one difficulty lower so I don't die. But yeah, the gameplay is like very basic, very simple. It's kind of like a Dodo game, I guess, or like that. I'm just gonna go through with these. I'm not too worried about. As you can see, just kind of go through, dab everything up. I'm worried about the die. I'm not a fan of the archers in this game. Because I feel like rolling is not a good. You can't roll straight arrows mostly, I think. That's why I don't like it. As you can see, the most important thing for any build is the consumables you use, and then like the armor you equip will have the buff. But the consumables is what determines your playstyle. The armor, not so much. Although there are some particular perks. There are some particular armors that are just good. If you find these boots of speed, I highly recommend you keep them, just because it can get you can teleport to your friends if you play with friends. But mostly just the running around, like especially if you're just trying to explore the entire map, making sure you pick up everything, which isn't very necessary. But you know, there's these green ferns all spawning randomly, and if you're really looking for money, if you're really looking for money, that's what you're gonna need. I'm pretty sure I'm glad you're gonna get it. Forget. Oh my god, I do over 1,000,000 damage on the bow. What? Sorry, I did not realize my bow did that much damage. Why does my bow do so much damage again? Oh, because it's like heads and tails over. That's why it's recommending me at these higher difficulties. Oh my god. Change to regain arrows. Oh my god. What? I didn't even realize I had this OP shit exploding. Void Strike. Supercharge. Charge us deal more damage and have more pushback. All variants tempting. Increase your attack speed. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. If I was gonna keep playing that, I'd get that next. Can I just... I forgot, I really want to do a Thunder build, but you know, I think that's what I don't like most. I want to do like this build, but every time I progress somewhere new, oh god, every time I progress somewhere new, I feel like, or to a new thing, my gear is just, the build I'm working on, yeah, these guys are definitely doing way too much damage. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna... Oh, that guy's gonna murder me if he hits me. Thank god my weapon's one shot pretty much all basic mobs. Yep, that's the death. That's the death. And then you get spawned back. This game has a shared loot and if you're playing multiplayer, that is, it has shared loot and unique drops. So the weapons, armor that drops will be shared. The potions and the what am I thinking about? The consumables, like the arrows and potions, you will not share those with people. Also, and then just died for us. Please regen. Thank you. There's a level up. So we see how OP this bow gets. No, don't salvage the bow. That would be horrendous. Really bad. Alright, now I should go. There we go. Oh, that is not split shotting as much as I'd like it to. That's because it's not upgraded. Unfortunate. I'll try to get through this level as fast as possible. Oh wait, this isn't the level with the weird contraptions. Oh, the iron guy. You wanna hurt me bad. Get your ass back here. But yeah, the Enderman. Enderman he'll just kinda stare at you and you stare at my face. Oh, that hurts. Enderman? Enderman? Please die. Wait, why did you just shoot my bow, right? So I want to talk about the next thing that kind of gets me about this game. Playing with friends. Now you can create multiple characters. So I guess you probably need to create a new character for every friend you play with. That's new to the game, because if you join the world, you're still one-shot everything and take away the fun. I did that with my friend Nick, and I feel bad about it. Nick, if you ever watch this video, I'm sorry. But yeah, I tried to give him some stuff and he got mad. So like, I would say after he left the game, I was kind of like, maybe I should just give him OP shit. Oh, that was a creeper. I could not see based on the outline. Oh, he was a strong creeper. That's why he one-shot me. Did I die to fall? No, there's no fall there. He killed me. Let me die. Yeah, I'll just, when in doubt, just whip the bow out, right? Or just, you know, let the creepers explode themselves. Please. I have a wife and 3 children. Oh, they have pull! Yeah. So as you get higher in the difficulties, those type of guys will be more common, which is good actually, because defeating the enchanted enemies is actually kind of hard in the beginning. But you need it to get more. I don't know if I have this maxed out yet. You need that to get this up, and you need quite a bit of it to max it out. This is a game that wants you to play it long, and play a lot, or rather just play it for a while. I just wish there was weapon descaling for people who just don't want to, and like, there's no benefit for you playing on your OP account with your friends, because the drops are difficulty based. But that also means you can very quickly bring your friend up to where you're at. So I will say, if your friends if you have a maxed out account, and you can just have your friends sit in lobby at the back spawn. Unfortunately, they will have to do nothing but sit there. Weapon loot will get teleported to them, and they can just pick up and equip that, because there's no. You could be a level 0 and equip this 121 Truth Seeker, and be fine. You know, it doesn't matter. The weapons have different swing patterns and stuff. But for the most part, you know, you get your arrows also have different arrow amounts. Power bows have power bows have less arrow shots, and there's just insane damage on max charge shots, or anything that's slightly charged up. They do so much damage. And this isn't even a power bow I'm using. If this is this is a modified power bow, right? Yeah, this is a modified. Hunter's Problem is this is like a unique power bow, I think, actually, with the unique ability of the pet's attack targeted mob. One of the 2 builds I wanted to do was a ranger build that focuses on, what is this? These still use or grants a small amount of health. That's also going to be good, because that's from basically lifesteal from killing enemies. Yeah, there's an entire like builds you can do for sustainability, damage, and stuff. But like I said, that doesn't really matter too much when the game expects you to constantly be upgrading your gear. I don't think, like, there's obviously is an end game, but I feel like it actually takes naturally too long to work through the levels. Let me look at the map here again. Like, Like this one has a recommended level of 120 at Apocalypse plus 3. Go to the end here. I actually probably could do this, but here's the thing: my armors that I have are bad. The armor I have is bad. The armor I want to use, let's see here. So my armor right now is at 95. And if I want to use this because I need the money to upgrade my stuff. Herein lies the problem. I need better armor. So, but I also need armor that gets me money. So if I want, I could. Well, actually, I'd have to unequip it. How much would this actually fucking cost me? So I can. By the way, I've already done this once for this piece of armor. Luck of the Sea and Prospector are some of the best like farming things you can get, and this is a unique that gives me less a chance to negate damage, which is good. The artifact damage and the Souls Gathered isn't that important. The negate damage really helps with it being a weaker armor. But yeah, it'd be 2k to upgrade this, and then I could use one of these basic armors, I guess. So I could shove it in, but there goes all my money. And obviously the more I think the enchantment levels drive up the price of this stuff, because as you can see, this is it might also drive up the price if it's a weaker weapon item. Let me look. Let me see if I can find something that without enchantment levels that is like heads and tails behind what I want. Heavy exploding crossbow. Okay, let's take this gold armor for example. It's got 3. No, it actually has 2 enchantment slots. Okay. I mean, that'll work for demonstration. Like this one was like 7,000 to upgrade. Let's see how much this is the upgrade. It is 3,000. Okay, so this has. So I don't know anything about this. I haven't looked into this, but I'm imagining like the higher you have to bring something up, the more it's gonna cost you. As well as like the enchantment levels seem to definitely play a fact. But why punish someone for loving a piece of gear and wanting to keep using it through the entire playthrough? That to me just doesn't make sense. And I'm not down with that. I feel like they should change that. Because I don't want to play the game anymore. Really, I don't want to have to grind out, constantly grinding to keep the gear I want to use relevant throughout a playthrough. If I find a gear that works, you know, I get it kind of encourages using different armors and stuff, but you know, I don't want to use different armors. I want to be like the Thunder God and shoot down lightning bolts. I want to have my mobs and spawn them in and just, you know, have a mob centric, because you can have 3 different mobs on these artifact buttons. There's more than enough friend beliefs that you can spawn in that you couldn't do some sort of hunter thing where you just spawn in mobs and you heal them up with your potion uses and just use them to attack people. You know, play how you want to play, but that it kind of robs you of that by constantly forcing you one way or another to just get rid of your stuff. And the blacksmith. Another thing that I didn't like about the blacksmith is based on the gear you put in here. That's the last thing I'll say. But based on the gear you put in here, depends on what mission you have to play. In the beginning, you start off with 1 upgrade slot for your gear, and I feel like I need to explain this because I actually caused a bit of a thing with my friend because I didn't know how it worked. I just knew how it was working for me. So I put that broom. I think was that broomstick. I put something gold in there. I was this early on in the game, and it was like complete 3 missions on adventure difficulty, and I was just like, I told my friend not to worry about it because there's no point, because you need to beat the game to get to adventure difficulty, and I was really early on in the game. It doesn't warn you, it doesn't tell you that you need to unlock adventure quality first before you put it in, and there is no way to get this gear out of here once it's in there. You can't be like, oh shoot, I actually could use that gear right now. Let me grab that back. No. So I had like my best weapon stuck in here, and I ended up trying to blaze through the first area because my gear that I wanted was in here, and I just didn't know what I was doing. And so I told my friend not to worry about it because it's not really useful until later on, because that's what the game was telling me, is that I can't even use it. I feel like if you haven't beaten the game once, even if you got some sort of like good weapon, or you put a unique in there and then suddenly it's requiring you to beat the game just to get your gear back, I think that's ridiculous. um, now granted, I'm on apocalypse mode now, and that makes sense, but why can't it just be complete any 3 missions? It just, there's a lot of things that discourage you playing with friends. Now I guess you could just switch off this character. Like, I could go back, switch off this character and start a new guy, which I guess would be fine. But like, how many times do you want to restart a game just to play with another friend or whatever? Because maybe you have more friends you get into the game, and it's just like, yeah. So you have 2 options. If a game you've been playing for a while, you shoot yourself in the knees and say restart. All that gear you went by, or that you grinded up, you can't use anymore. There's no way to transfer over gear, right? Yeah, there's no way to transfer over gear. So I think the better thing would be, just play a mission, give your friend an OP weapon, or give them an OP armor, give them an OP weapon, at least for that level, and bump them up to where you're playing at. Because I think it's just easier that way. If you do that with multiple friends, I think you can play with 4 people, right? Yes, you can play with 4 people. If 4 people bring 1 person in, make a group host. Be like, can I get some cheap, gear level? If you want to play this apocalypse level, this is just for example, by the way. If you want to play apocalypse mode, your gear should be around apocalypse 1. It should be around like 85, and you could be like, oh, can I have around 85 gear or whatever, or this gear? You can make a post about it, and I guess you could do it like that, and that probably would be the best, honestly. That way, your friend gets to play with you, and you can still go through the game. You can still go through each and every one of these missions on apocalypse mode if they join you, and just kind of make your way up the difficulties and then do it. But it still is a little weird. What is this over here, anyways? Is that just another portal? Huh. Or is it an end portal? Is there an ender dimension? Oh, there is. It's really put on the map. There's like nothing over here. Maybe it's part of a DLC. There'll be something put there, or is something put there. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's my feelings on this game. I actually think it's a pretty good game. I'm just also not an avid fan of looters. I like to have a build and then just kind of have fun with it. And also, it just doesn't seem like there's that much to do once you get your build. I could be wrong. I don't know that much about this game. I've already said that a few times, I feel like. But I feel like once you get to Apocalypse Plus 25, what's the game plan there? Like, and let me know in the comments if you guys play this game and you know. But what's there to do after Plus 25? There doesn't appear to be anything. Complete 7 boss missions on Apocalypse Plus 21. Oh, they lock you out of playing 21 and 18 until you do boss missions. So you're not just locked behind gear score. You have to do boss missions constantly. What's the first gate? So I gotta complete one boss mission on it at plus 3. That makes sense, I guess. Being able to hold your own against a boss, basically. But yeah, that's my take. Try out. This game is crossplay, so you can play on PC, Xbox, PS4. I'm just really excited for Minecraft Legends, because I'm just really interested to see how this, like, Pikmin. I've heard it compared to Pikmin, but I've never played that game. To me, it looks more of like a Minecraft RTS. But I guess in an RTS you don't control a playable character. I'm wondering if you can be attacked as your playable character or not. We'll see. But I'm just looking forward to some, so what I hope is like some 4v4, maybe 2v2 friendly matches with some friends. Get my feet wet with the strategy game with some friends, and hopefully we can all start at about the same time so no one knows more than the other. I'm probably not going to watch any videos on that, but I hope you guys have a nice day. I hope this game explains to you like kind of what meta you're going to get into when you get to Minecraft Legends. The tower was actually pretty fun. It changes every week, so I actually kind of recommend you check it out, especially if you're looking to get OP weapons. So yeah, have a nice